Hey, good morning, pilots. This is Greg with Bad Rooster RC, and I'm out here with my Nifgt Timber X. This will be my second flight with this bad boy. My first flight, I was so nervous, I forgot my run cam. Didn't have the GoPro charged up, so we didn't get a video. But anyway, I had a bit of a crash coming in for a landing and messed up the landing gear, so I had to do some repairs here with this tape. I made a little video about that. Did some modifications to kind of help keep the straps out of the way and so forth. But anyway, I broke my prop, and dadgummit, those things were on back order. They've been on back order forever, so I did something a little different. I got a 13x6.5 prop. Try on this bad boy and see how it goes. Now in this first video we're going to do a 3200 3S 30C. Now these have to slide all the way back against that bulkhead to get a good CG. Get this other stuff out of the way here. Alright. And it's a great little plane. When it lights up at night, it is just beautiful. Very cool. I love to fly late evening or at night, so this was the answer to my dreams, so to speak. Got the radio going here, everything's set up, throttle down, throttle cut, good deal. Hope everyone's having a great morning. This is a beautiful morning here in the Ozarks, 68 degrees. Oh, couldn't ask for much better, no winds. Get her turned around there. Alright, she's set up and ready to go. Get her run cam mounted on here. Alright, you can hear the telemetry's already kicked in there on this smart ESC. Yeah, I went ahead and when I first flew its first flight, I didn't have the leading edge slats on it. I mean, it had pretty good stow capabilities. It did all right, but I went ahead and put them on there, and gonna see how it does with that. All right, let's see here.
Light pack 12.5 volts.
Okay. All our control surfaces are working good. All right.
Takeoff flaps.
Now I do have this set up for reverse. We'll get a video of that and everything. Alright.
Motor on.
There we go.
12.5 volts. Switch.
Cool. Alright. Now this prop, I had to paint it. It come in a gray, so I painted it. And it didn't take much balancing at all. I mean, I was really impressed with it. We'll try to stay out of the sun this morning. See what we can do here. Now I like high rates myself, so.
High rates. Light pack 12.5 volts.
Here we go. All right.
Landing flaps.
Now I'm going to try to keep it in close enough, because I know with this GoPro it really doesn't show it that well once it gets far out. Oh yeah, that's pretty.
Light pack 11.9
Okay. Now I've got the elevator mix set up with the flats like the book calls for, but you're going to see it'll pop up. Well, there we go. Now we'll see what you got.
Landing flaps.
All right. Get us a good slow pass here.
Time remaining 5 minutes.
It's a pretty plane. I really like the color scheme on it. I like the green though on the regular Timber X too. And I've got my thermometer. We're going to check the battery temp and Oh, look at that. Boy, that's pretty. Yeah.
Flite pack 12.0 volts. Take off.
Yeah. Now on the 3-cell, it's I don't want to say it's anemic. I mean, it's got power and stuff, but boy, you throw a 4-cell in it and man, it goes nuts. And I'm not a 3D pilot by any means, but with Safe Select on here, it allows you to do some things.
AS3X.
There we go, just a simple roll.
4 minutes. Flite pack
Yeah.
11.7 volts. Safe mode.
I really like the telemetry on that new ESC in it. That is really nice.
Flat up. AS3X mode. Safe mode.
See if we can just get some basic rolls out here. Now, I'm not a 3D guy by any means.
AS3X mode.
Yeah.
Safe mode.
Yep. Safe is my training gear, and I flip back and forth to it a lot. And it has helped me tremendously. Now, we're running just about half throttle here. I do notice a difference with the slats on it. Might have to adjust my trim a little bit. See to have a bit of down elevator to it.
Time remaining 3 minutes. Flite pack 11.6 volts.
Yeah, it's got a lot of down trim to it. I may have to go in and adjust a connection to the elevator. But it's a very smooth, stable plane. I really like it. And for a 3D model type, I think it's pretty forgiving. Now you can, I mean, the rudder will turn on a dime. Boom. Look at that. Man, oh man.
3 volts.
I mean, that is very nice. Got a lot of control authority. Like I said, now that battery pack, they're set up all the way back to the back against the bulkhead. I'm not sure why let's get it up here a little higher and we'll do some adjusting on the trim.
Time remaining 2 minutes. Flite pack 11.1 volts.
Give it 3 seconds for the radio to learn it. All right, there we go. Now in between batteries, now that's got my elevator trimmed up too much. That's a little better. Let's see here.
11.3
And you know, a lot of it could just attribute to my inexperience. I've been flying for about 3 years. I'm self-taught. I crashed 2 of the original Timbers really bad. Now I didn't have a Spectrum radio. I was using a Walkeria Dimension 7, Devo 7 I guess. I had 2 Walkeria helicopters and I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and get a receiver, and I did, and that was a big mistake. I mean, I trashed the first one. Within about 30 seconds, I just tore it up completely. And so I bought another one and had the same experience, but I got lucky. I mean, I only ripped off the landing gear, but it was irreparable. So I set it up with floats and repainted it, named it Finish Line. Check out my channel. I've got a video of it. It was a beautiful plane. Unfortunately with it, I had a mishap as well. Once I had gotten my Spectrum radio and an AR636 receiver.
20 seconds.
Let's get it in here for a landing.
Takeoff flaps.
Once I got my receiver in it, I was out to the lake taking some practice runs, just taking off, landing, and a gust of wind come up and drove it back down into the water and just literally destroyed it. Well, there's my timer. We're going to see what...
11.3 volts.
Yeah, we got 11.3 volts on there, so, and I've got 6 minutes set on this, so, you know. Oh, little bounce, there we go. All right, that was our
Throttle cut.
Well, I said my second flight, but that's not correct. That was my third flight. First flight I had on it wasn't too bad. Like I said, the second flight is when I came out on the landing, tore up the landing gear, but that went very well. That went very well. Now, I have the voltage set in the telemetry for 3.5 volts. And I never got an alarm on it, so we did good. All right, let's reset the timer here, and we're going to put in a 3200 4S 50C. Now this bad boy will flat tear it up, hopefully not literally. Now I like to have something to protect the tail with this too, because I don't like that tail sitting in the ground. I just don't like that. It's a bad idea, I think. But you know, with this type of plane, a bottom feeder, you have no choice. So I try to put a little Gorilla tape on the top of the tail to kind of protect it a little bit. There we go. All right, now let's check.
No data.
Let's see what we got here. 11.5. So it was saying 11.3 on the telemetry. So let's get this bad boy put in there. Now I'm telling you what, this one will really make it get up and go. It is just a beast with that 4S in it. Now I saw Pilot Ryan Media the other day. He had the same size battery, but he had a 100C pack in it, and man, it just really tore it up. Now with this prop, and the reason I got this prop was because they were all back ordered through Horizon. So I had seen an old video with Brian Phillips, and he had put this prop on the original Timber that had the 800 kV motor in it and everything, and it really worked well. Really worked well. And so I figured, what the heck, they're on back order, I'll try this one and see how it does. And it's done really well. But we're gonna see what we can do with this. I'm thinking it's gonna go straight up vertical. I forgot to get the temperatures. We'll check it with this one. All right. Now, like I said, I've got this on a 6-minute timer, and it worked out really well. All right, here we go. Get our video going on our run cam. All right. All right, rudder up. We're up. All right. Plenty of power.
Flight pack 15.9 volts.
Let's go vertical.
Alias 3x mode.
Look at that. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow.
Safe
Yep.
mode.
I love safe. I do. I flip it off safe and do a little roll or something, and my heart starts palpitating. It's excitement. Let's see here.
Flight pack 16.1 volts.
If I can get us a little quicker pass through here. Try not to hit any poles.
Time remaining 5 minutes.
Yeah, it'll flat boogie now. I don't have a GPS on it, so I can't really tell how fast it's going. And with them slats, it's not going to really be a speed demon.
Flight pack 15.4.
But we're going to cut it down here just about half throttle and cruise around. Yeah, that's nice. Like I said, it's a beautiful morning out here, Yeah, a little shot of the moon in the morning, that's always nice. Living here in the Ozarks, the humidity is going to start picking up here pretty quick, so, but that just comes with summer. And most everybody loves summer. I knew. I do. The older I get, the worse I hate winter. It just tears me up.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
All right.
AS3X mode. Flite pack 14.5 volts. Safe mode. AS3X mode.
Get a couple loops, flip it back into safe.
Safe mode.
Now I have been practicing without safe, just using AS3X. But being there's some buildings and the school and stuff around, I don't want to get too cocky with it, because you know, you do any damage, then that's bad for the hobby. You want to be careful. Oh, that's nice. It just cruises right along.
Time remaining 3 minutes. AS3X mode. Safe mode.
Got to get high enough to make 3 mistakes. I don't always practice that, and it has bit me several times. Man, that rudder is just, holy cow. Watch this, let's see here. Look at that. I mean, goodness gracious, turns that thing on a dime. All the little flaps in here, and
Takeoff flaps. Flite pack 15.5 volts.
keep her up a little higher, but boy, that sure is pretty. It's easy to keep track of. It's got some nice markings on it. Try to keep it out of the sun.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
Now I've just got half flaps on it, and it's just cruising right along.
Flite pack 15.3 volts.
I've got 1:48 left. Kick up the landing flaps. We're going to get us another little slow speed pass here. Oh, that's pretty. That is pretty. Look at that.
Flaps up. Flite pack 14.3 volts. AS3X mode. Safe mode.
Yeah, safe mode. I love it. I love it. Now, a lot of pilots don't, but you know, there are most of them that don't are experienced pilots. They don't need it. You know, they've paid their dues. They've got their training. They've got a lot of hours in.
Flite pack 15.0 volts.
All right, 15.0 volts. We're at less than a minute. Man, what a pretty plane. I really like this. Now, I'm going to try to get out this evening and do a video with the lights. They are incredible. The only thing is, now from the side, you can still have a pretty good idea of the plane's direction relative to you.
Flite pack 14.8.
But when you get it right over you, there's no doubt. Let's set our takeoff flaps here, which is half flaps. And we're going to bring it in.
20 seconds.
What a nice little plane. Man, this is just great. Now, I still have some work to do on my landings. Yeah. Try not to get it bumped too much. See, I bounce too much.
Flite pack 15.2.
And that's just, I don't belong to a flight club. And I really should join. Now, I do say this probably is going to do better on a grass field. As far as the bounce, that'll probably help it a bunch. But on this asphalt, it's really takes quite a hit with me. But man, that articulated landing gear really comes in handy with that.
Flight pack 15.3 volts.
We're going to shut her down. So folks, hey, there we go. This is the fourth flight, I would say. Yeah, fourth flight on my Nifgt Timber X. And it's got a 4S 3250C with a 13 by 6.5 prop, or 6.5 prop rather, and no problems at all. Let's get it back over here by the vehicle, and I'll get the hatch off, and we'll see what kind of readings we've got on the battery as far as temps and stuff go. Hold on here, slow down. There we go. All right. Like I said, I hate setting this thing on the ground.
Flight pack 15.3.
Get everything off there and shut down. Good deal. Hey, and yeah, in my battery pack now, or my battery case, I've got a little Ziploc baggie with the extension for the lights. That way it's always with me and I don't have to worry about losing it. Let's get this unplugged. I always like to unplug it before I turn it over. It just keeps the ailerons and everything all kicked straight.
15.3 volts.
Up here, there we go. All right, let's see. Battery, we've got 89 degrees. Wow, that's not bad at all. But I really wasn't pushing it, and it's not hot yet. So that may make a difference, I'm sure. I'm going to have to put a piece of tape to get that thing out of there. Let's see here. We can get a good reading on the ESC. We may not be able to because it's underneath that battery. The battery tray. No, I probably won't. But we can get the motor. Let's see what we can get on it. Wow. 86 degrees on the motor. So that prop, you know, with the the subtle flying that I use with it, that's not going to give warm at all. So I think you'd be safe to do that, you know. But now that's my opinion only. I take no liability for that. If you get out and put a prop on there like this and ruin your plane, it's not on me. This was my choice only. But anyway, guys, this is the Nifgt Timber X. I'm Greg with Bad Rooster RC, hoping everyone has a wonderful day and happy flying.